Osazuwa, my son, I will give you big wahala. If you think you can sit around and not hustle for money as your friend used to do, also not dreaming to park the latest Rolls-Royce bowtail in front of my house, then you need to pack your bags and get out. And let me make one thing clear. Don't even think about touching my pot of soup. This isn't just a request. It's a demand. Or you suffered.
This was the exact words Mama told Osazuwa, which make him decided to make it rain anyhow. In Benin City's bustling Upper Sekponba Road, an extraordinary tale began to unfold on every journey, encounter and moment. There was a particular woman named Doris, who resided together with her son, Osazuwa. You see, Osa was an excellent boy, filled with immense energy and a deep love for attending school. However, the unfortunate incident of his father's death altered the course of his life. After the sudden passing of his father, Mama Doris swiftly transformed into a brooding, elderly woman generously adorned with opulent makeup, subtly shifting her demeanor toward her son, turning cold and unkind. She fiercely scolded him, her harshness defying all limits. She withheld sustenance regularly and indulged in heated arguments and frequent physical assaults. Even the verdant green lizard that had been residing in their cozy home appeared taken aback by the increasingly tense atmosphere. She continued on this dirty path by introducing various men to his later husband, room and overnight, transformation into a brunette alcoholic. Osazuwa trudged down the empty streets, each step echoing the weight of despair, with hopelessness in his heart, and no hope of returning back to his school. And then he made the decision to start a small business in a close-by market, where he would use a pushing wheelbarrow to carry loads of goods in a highly active market, with all his capabilities and strength under the hot sun. After he has completed his job, he will then go home to give his mother the money that he has made. However, Mama will say to him, "This is not money," and encourage him to go out and make millions like other kids do, saying being wise and wise. One day, Doris decided to take a visit to her old friend's house. She arrived there and saw her friend's son, who was gifted a lot of items to his mother. To make matters worse, her friend's son also brought a beautiful car home to her friend's compound. Observing all the delightful goodies, Doris quickly uttered, "I'm heading home." Reaching her home, she sat back with a heaving sigh on her face, with heart broken, and exclaimed, "Today Osazuwa will suffer." Back in the market, Osazuwa accidentally bumped into his school friend while navigating through the crowded road. Both of them, surprised by the encounter, decided to share story and laugh together. Osazuwa was surprised when his friend gave him money, which made him run home with a full heart. Returning home, he heard his mother loudly repeating to his girlfriend Kate, urging her to leave Osazuwa alone and seeking to engage in a different man immediately. Osazuwa asked her the reason behind such remarks. His mother swiftly stood up and unexpectedly pulled him out of the house, saying, "Don't come home until you make millions." He entered the street accompanied by sadness and a sense of rejection. He was astonished to discover that his own mother could send him out of the house, knowing that he had no other place to go. As a result, he cried and made the decision to go see his friend, whom he had met at the market earlier. Reaching his friend's compound, he yelled, "Jesus!" The mansion in front of Osazuwa was so huge and breathtakingly beautiful, he was terrified and stood there with his eyes closed. Later, he decided to let go and see his friend, Alex. When he walked in, he saw his close friend, Alex, who was sitting effortlessly on a spacious, rich chair. He quickly gathered himself and addressed Alex with tearful eyes. Alex inquired, "What is the problem, my dear friend?" Osazuwa looked at him and explained, how his mother had sent him out of the house and how mean she had been to him. Alex burst into laughter in a significant way and said, "Poor man. Well, I can help if you are strong enough to deal with being alone. Especially with the millionaire your mother want." Osazuwa continued, "How?" Alex responded, "Relax today and tomorrow. We shall see ourselves there," and display a big, boyish smile at Osazuwa. The day that arrived was quite special when Osazuwa was resting in his bedroom. He felt someone touching him gently with the horns. It was as if he was experiencing a dream. Immediately, both of them disappeared into a large, mysterious hall full of evil-looking people, each holding a dusty tortoise and a proud, big snake standing guard nearby. Osazuwa was filled with fear and uncertainty. He didn't know what to do. A young and beautiful girl appeared, lying on the ground, with money coming out of her mouth. After a brief period, the ogre of them all looked at Osazuwa and said, "Greetings. Welcome to the prestigious club of millionaires. Do not worry, as you are already a member of this exclusive group. From today, you cannot go out. There is no way out. First and foremost, you must bathe in a crystal-clear river that flows through your village, right next to an Iroko tree. Upon accomplishing this ritual, you will be ready to join the ranks of the millionaires." After the man uttered those words towards Osa, he suddenly appeared back to the room where he was sleeping. Osa was taken aback, as what he has just witnessed Osazuwa jumping out and rushing towards the market, carrying his old wheelbarrow, crying. In a moment of clarity, he understood what had happened. He cautiously walked back to the friend's house with confusion, his heart pounding. His friend, however, burst out laughing and exclaimed, "Don't worry, my friend. This evening we have a plan to bath in the river. No way out, my friend." As the evening approached, they all headed to the river. Each appears to be a menacing monster hiding in the shadows, leaving a cool and eerie vibe behind. Following their respective rituals, after they all go to an expensive restaurant and indulge in a delightful meal together, each of them would don a stylish, rich outfit while accessorizing with a dazzling gold necklace that perfectly complements their beauty and entices everyone around them with its alluring charm. With beautiful ladies, Osazuwa had now grown into a significant big rich guy, primarily by acquiring a sizable big mansion and a remarkable automobile car. He began to manage prosperous men from the nearby town and captivating beauties with their charm and elegance. In a rapid time, the same man appeared to reappear and touch him with the horns directly. They disappeared swiftly into the evil hall, and the master of them all stood and addressed the astonished Osazuwa. "Now that you have had a taste of a mere million, it is time for you to bring my sacrifice to enrich your vast wealth and safeguard your business. First and foremost, you must marry a girl from your humble village and gift her a vibrant red wig. I will also present you with a golden shoe that your mother absolutely cannot resist wearing. Upon opening your car door, you will immediately see the items I have placed there for you. You must see your mother within the next 24 hours. After leaving the hall, Osazuwa raced to his car and drove to the village, where his friend surprised Doris with her son becoming a millionaire. Doris shouted as she danced and rolled in the cars. Osazuwa presented him with shoes and items, asking her to wear them. He wanted to see Kate, whom he chose as an appropriate bride for him, and invited her to the scene. Upon arriving, she gifted him the red wig, saying, "Marry me, my queen." Kate arrived and posed with the red wig, to Osazuwa's delight. She didn't remember that she had previously refused Osazuwa before considering herself for another man whom Doris had given her. After experiencing the enjoyment, Osazuwa got them to the city. Upon reaching his home, where Mama Doris was shouting with excitement, "The Lord has done it for me," he realized that everything was finally coming together. "My cup has overflowing." As the doors opened, they stepped into a beautiful mansion that was brimming with luxury and elegance. Doris was soaking in the sight, enjoying the drinks that were on the table, as well as the delicious chicken that was being served. But as they were enjoying themselves, Kate suddenly asked Osazuwa, who was seated at a nearby table, "Hey, Osazuwa, how do you manage to make such a big amount of money?" He looked up at her with a smile. responded bluntly, saying, "I actually work for an oil company now." Both Kate and osazuwa exchanged smiles, and they enjoyed their drinks and the chicken. After 2 weeks of enjoying, Mama left to the village and leave, Kate behind to enjoy and marry osazuwa. Osazuwa, in another hand, went far in his rituals by inviting different girls to his others' mansions, using them, put substance on their drinks, and also put them in a cage and locked them up in a secretly room for his master. Back to the quaint village where our dear Mama. Doris is finding life quite pleasurable. There came this enchanting night when Mama was gently sleeping, dreamt she saw that peculiar gift she received. From the shoes was melodiously crooning heated songs. After Doris had the dream, she jumped and stood up, running towards her big Bible with fast heart, asking for help in the form of Jesus. Praying fiercely, she requested Jesus to save her now from this perilous situation, by fire and by force. While morning arrived, Doris sat on her backyard chair, feeling immensely thick. She then proceeded to say, "Okay, I need to go and see my juju man. He must surely help me on this, as he was the very same person who I told to kill my husband for my boyfriend's sake." Doris' next move was to rush to the Papa Juju's house and narrate her dream to him. The Papa Juju responded by telling Doris to head to the village river and toss the shoes right into the river now. Doris replied with a thankful nod and hurried off home. Reaching home, Doris quickly rushed and took the shoes to the river, running, talking, help me, I'm dying." Oh, when she got there, she threw the shoes into the river and go home quickly. Back again in the rich mansion, Kate hurry and jump into pregnancy because of the money she seen. But Osazuwa was not playing with his business. Immediately when Kate was sleeping, Osazuwa silently took his evil rope and placed it on Kate's stomach and moved slowly away. By the next morning, Kate found her pants full with mucus worm, and she was weak and fell to the ground, with mucus all around, her body coming out like fire, and that was the end of Kate, Doris' humble wifey. Eventually, Kate died, and Osazuwa settled down to enjoy his glass of drink. Suddenly, an unexpected call arrived on this phone. The person speaking was Alex, calling out, "Come on, let us go now." Before Osazuwa had a chance to say hello, the phone cut off. This left Osazuwa standing, uttering, "This place is incredibly important to us. Let me go and see my dear friend, and also share with him about the millions I've gained recently." Osazuwa hurriedly settled down on his car and started driving at breakneck speed along the treacherous highway. As he was driving, a man stumbled out from in front his car and said, "It is now the perfect time for us to embark on this journey together. No way out, my dear friend." With a sense of determination, he managed to steer his car, albeit clumsily, through the raging fire that engulfed it. Miraculously, he was able to escape the inferno without any major damage. As he clutched the steering wheel tightly, he heard a voice from the crowd, urging him to seek urgent medical attention at the nearest hospital. However, upon arriving at the hospital, Osazuwa suddenly abandoned his struggle, passing away from his unfortunate accident in a particularly melancholy manner. Oh my God, we almost forgot our authentic Mama. You see, hearing the sad news of Osazuwa dead, she slowly sit at her famous backyard and cry a little and said, "Omo, I know they even chop life at all, please. Oh, I don't want to die like my wicked son who want to use me for a ritual. Oh." Doris jump out and sit at her enjoying a table after she said, "Let me come and add my roasted chicken and chop life." Reaching to the kitchen, our one and only Mama fall to the ground and collapse. Kind neighbors help her to the hospital. Fortunately, the doctor checked her and found that Mama has heart attack and stroke. 1 Timothy 6:9-11. For the love of money is the roots of all evil, for which some have strayed from the faith in their greediness and pierced themselves through with many sorrow. Morals lessons of this story is stay away from bad friend and live a good life. Part 2. Loading.